basically an introduction to organic farming and being immersed in like the farmers market scene and getting all your food from, we were getting all of their food there from either what we were producing on the farm or from another like immediately local source. And so eventually we decided to move back to Wisconsin because we wanted to be close to friends and family again, but I was really sad to leave that lifestyle and found here, which we've been really excited about and enjoying Columbus. And I pretty much applied to keep bees and chickens here right away once we moved in. And it was kind of a longer process than I expected it to be, but so I'm glad I applied as early as I did. I thought I was kind of jumping the gun maybe by applying in January, but it basically took until now for my application to be fully processed and everything to fall into place. So we built the backyard coop. There was a dog kennel that was left behind by the previous owner. And this is the coop itself where the chickens will stay at night. Which is pretty big. This is a lot bigger than what like an average coop for 3 chickens would be, but I think it'll be nice that they'll have a ton of space. And I might build like a smaller box. The other thing I'm kind of looking for is like that they're whether or not they need more space. Like in the middle of summer, I'll add a second box for them to build into, to continue to build comb and fill with honey, which will become the honey that we could harvest in the end of summer. In Wisconsin, you want to leave a lot of honey for them because that's what they feed on in the winter. So, you know, we get from our hive like a couple of pints of honey a year, and we leave most of the honey with them to get through the winter. So we get, you know, a really awesome personal supply of honey. Like I'm just running out of what we harvested in the fall. But like in a lot of ways, I like to do it because of how important pollinators are to our food supply, and the way they can, you know, make our food more nutritious. So yeah, so keeping bees is really easy. You pretty much just need a spot for them, and like they do their own thing. They find their food, they find their water. They have about a 3-mile radius of roaming, and they're really interesting. Like they'll basically have like a map in their head of every feature in a 3-mile radius. So they know like every tree in a 3-mile radius, every flower bush, every water source. They'll learn that in that 3-mile radius. And kind of like a lot of them will just keep going back to the same places that they know there's food or water. So they're a low maintenance thing, and you do get a little stung when you take the honey. Even if you wear protection, they are very protective of their honey. As you can imagine, they work really hard for it. But you kind of, if you decide to keep bees, you kind of get used to getting stung, and it's not too bad when it happens.